Welcome to Slingshot Youth. The two main focuses of Slingshot Youth are outreach and discipleship. That means we want to give more students an opportunity to experience Jesus here at church. And we want to help students learn to live like Jesus. This is what all of our youth ministry fund goes towards, so let me show you a little bit of what that looks like for us. The heart of our youth group is Wednesday nights. If you have a teenager or you know a teenager, get them here on Wednesdays. This is where much of our discipleship happens. We have a lot of students coming who have no church background, which is exciting. So we get the opportunity to teach them how to pray, how to read the Bible, how to treat other people. And for the students who have been coming to church longer, we challenge them to go deeper in their faith and to show their love for Jesus by helping and connecting with the newer kids. So we started 2 new things on Wednesday nights this past year for the purpose of outreach and discipleship. The first is monthly outreach events, which is a fun event night with food and games and prizes where students can feel comfortable inviting their friends to church. These nights are more than just fun though. They help the students build friendships and community here, and there's always a moment for them to pray and to hear about Jesus. The second new thing we started is monthly prayer nights, where all we do is pray for the whole hour that we're together. And I love these nights. It has been so encouraging and impressive to see students taking it seriously, to see them trying to talk to God by themselves, even if they've never done it before, to see them praying for each other and opening up to their leaders for prayer. This is where I've heard some of the hardest stories of what these teenagers are going through, but it's also where I've seen the greatest breakthroughs as they believe that God is going to answer their prayers. The biggest area of outreach for our youth group is our Tuesday after school club for students from Fleming Middle School right down the street. We have about 20 teenagers that are there every single week, and even more that come less regularly. So if you're wondering, does my church make a difference in the community? Just know you have teenagers from all backgrounds who don't know Jesus walking through your doors every single week and hearing about the gospel. We have free time, we give out snacks and drinks, we play games, and we have a Bible study and prayer time. We keep the focus on Jesus by studying the book of Mark together, and we keep our Bible study simple so that they can learn how to do this at home too. We read and we leave space for questions. I always tell them, no one's forcing you to be here if you don't want to be part of the Bible study, but if you do stay for it, I expect you to participate respectfully. And it's exciting to see them come back week after week, actually trying to understand the Bible and who God is. And the longer they come, the more we see them open up and trusting us when it's time to pray. Many of them eventually start to come on our Wednesday nights to become part of our bigger youth family as well. We've had some big events this past year to help reach more teenagers and to help more students grow in their faith. In May, we participated again in the SoCal Students Fine Arts Festival, and in June, we had our 2nd annual Youth Talent Night, and I'm so proud of all of our students for using their gifts to glorify God. In July, we had our 3rd year in a row of our very own Slingshot Youth Summer Camp. We had 3 days straight of games, food, prizes, guest speakers, worship, all for free, and we had almost 50 teenagers come through our doors for camp, many of them for the first time. We do this to make camp more accessible to more students. Many can't afford to go away to a summer camp, and most church members wouldn't get a chance to be a part of that either. But this way, we can invite our whole neighborhood and more to a summer camp experience right here with our church family. I love seeing the youth get so excited to invite their friends. I love seeing them connecting with each other in a deeper way. I love seeing them raise their hands in worship and praying at the altar together. And I especially love seeing new students say yes to Jesus for the first time. The youth are already getting excited to have camp again this year, so we are preparing and believing for another mighty move of God through our summer camp. In August, we took Jeremiah and Gio to the Assemblies of God National Fine Arts Festival and Youth Convention, and you all made it possible for us to go. It was amazing to see not only thousands of students from across the country coming together to worship, but to see our students participate in that and lean into the plans God has for them. We had See You at the Pole in September, where students showed up early at their school's flagpole to pray. We had our fall party in October, where we had so many students invite their friends to church. And somehow, every year, our biggest Wednesday night event is our Friendsgiving in November, where we just put on a huge feast for all the kids. We talk about what we're thankful for, and we were busting out of that Royal Ranger room. I think we had almost 50 people in there. And then we always end the year with our Christmas party in December, where we bless each student with a Christmas present. It's been a busy year in Slingshot Youth, but through it all, as we are faithful to keep sharing God's love in each service, Bible study, and event, God has been faithful to make that faith grow in their hearts. And I'm just really thankful to be a part of something so special. Lastly, I just want to say a huge thank you to our volunteer adult leaders, Red and Chris Downs, Pastor Catherine, Juliana Grado, Sal Vega, and Alicia Mesa. These are the people who take time out of their own busy schedules to hang out with teenagers. God knew exactly who our students needed to be involved in each of their lives, and our students love our adult leaders. These are people I trust to be faithful each week, to speak biblically sound truth into the students' lives, to pray with the students, to be kind to them, and to have fun with them. Our adult leaders always step up. They have led Bible studies and events over this past year. They show up early and stay late. They give rides to make sure students get to church, and they even make time outside of church to be part of the students' lives. I love our team. They are amazing, and youth group would not happen without them. This year, we are already fully launched into 2024. Our theme for this year is First. How do we make God the most important thing in our lives? And we are so excited for another round of summer camp, fine arts, youth talent night, all of our fall events. In fact, we already even took some students who want to do ministry to the COD conference in January. But as we participate in another busy season of youth ministry, I want to ask you, our church family, to be part of it by praying for our students. No matter how much or how little we do, God is the only one who can change their lives. I believe that the next generation is inspiring, and they have a chance to change the world for Christ, but we have to be praying for them, believing in them, and welcoming them into our church and into our lives. If you want specific things or students to pray for, please come talk to me. Thank you for being a church that believes that teenagers are important to Jesus.